Bonjour! Right, bonjour, je suis non sommes McCready. Parlons en français, je ne peux pas parler français, parlons en français. Où est l'on? Je suis à la maison. Okay, anyway, gonna be a simple vlog again. Game development. I really need to edit my video. So after, today's one is gonna be a bit simpler, and because I'm not live streaming, so I have a bit more time. Yesterday live stream, so less time. And yeah, no, I have a feeling. Yeah, dinner, we might need to cut dinner. We need to cut dinner because it's kind of making me a little full. Yeah, hunger, it's an interesting thing. Eat too much, you become fat. Don't eat too much, your body flags it as if you to eat more, and then it stores fat, so it becomes fat. So, right? Especially you have no activity. And like I said yesterday, the things that I want to buy, I cannot buy because we need to hold up to payday. And some of the things I will say, yeah, if you can hold off as long as you can, as best as you can, right? After going through the checklist of things, like is it an item that you want? Yeah. Checklist is done already, right? I put the checklist as simple as that. Priority number one is always, do you have emergency savings to begin with? If the answer is no, anything below it's done. Don't even bother. Number two, of course, when you can afford it already, right? Okay, so you have emergency savings, you can afford it. Always hunt for discount, and that's why all this early bird price, it's annoying. And that's why we want to prepare like months and years ahead when you want to buy something. And then of course some things are impulse, and when it's impulse buying, there's only a simple list, there's only a list that makes into that category. Ooh, it's a bit chill. So the most important, I'm not saying the most important, the most easiest list to build for things that you can impulse buy is it a daily need? For example, food, not expensive food, like food, because after you go through that, you have to go through the whole checklist again. And stuff like food, daily use, like healthcare. Yeah, like for example, lotion. Okay, I have to buy toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, wet wipes if you really do use wet wipes. Some people use sanitizer, so that's also included. What else is daily use that is critical, right? Hygiene. Okay, yeah, self-hygiene. Okay, so that's important. Toilet paper. Actually, not much. They like there's only a handful that makes it into that list. Usually, it's personal hygiene, food, yep, and that's about it. To a certain degree, for people like me, I need internet. So internet is part of it, but internet is kind of same as utility. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. That part is technically utility. It's like electricity, utility. So if you have a car, then you need fuel, right? You need gas, and yeah. But then again, is car a asset? No, it's a liability. However, if you use the car every day, then it's a tool. It becomes a tool. Tool is different. If the tool allows you to make money, that's a good tool. A tool that does not make money, then we have to consider, is it a tool worth picking up? And obviously not everything is a tool, okay? Not everything is a tool. Because if you buy a leisure car, that's not a tool. If you buy a laptop just to game, that's not a tool. If you buy a phone, an expensive phone like an iPhone 15, now it's 15. Yeah, I wanted to buy 15 because there's some technology that I want to use, but it doesn't serve me any purpose in terms of making money. So if it's learning, okay, so learning or educational purposes, that's a secondary thing. yeah, that's technically that's already a secondary thing. So that's a huge list. I will prepare one full day just to make that list and put it up for you all. Yeah, writing down and put on the vlog rather than me talking, right? Okay, so that's that. Do I have anything that I want to buy this week? There's only one, which is the mountain pass, okay? And the Fan Expo, that's next year. I wanted to buy a VIP pass this for next year, but like I said, sold out. You know, what can I do? It's November. The event is February, 4 months, gets sold out. But also this is also critical because some things, like I said, is time sensitive from yesterday's vlog. It is very time sensitive. There's no way you can not say no way, that's very hard to navigate around if you don't have any spare cash, disposable income, and or actually it's or floating, I call it floating money. It's the same thing. It's floating money comes from disposable income, because once you got disposable income, you don't need to put into savings. Of course I would love to put into saving. You don't need to. Usually disposable income comes too fast, right? Usually disposable income comes from interest rate, which means free money. Free money in Canada is not free. It's taxable. Ugh. But in general, it's kind of free-ish, because if you don't spend a certain amount, that's why emergency fund is important, savings is important. That technique, that strategy really works for me. 100%, it works for me. If I got all the money in the world, I'll chuck it there. Chuck it into emergency, not say savings, like low risk guaranteed savings. There's only a few products out there that has it's not 100% yet, not 100%. There are some cases where you thought it's gonna be a low risk and then the bank closed down. And there are horror stories with that. And there's also an amount limit. Usually the amount limit is protected by the government, if I'm not mistaken. Like Malaysia, I think Malaysia has 200k. Ugh, I like to walk in and out. And Canada, I think it's also same, 200k or 100k. I don't know. I need to read up. Definitely not $1 million. Okay. Unfortunately, my plan requires $1 million in passive. Yeah, like putting it aside, low risk, let it just grow in interest and dividend. Number two, other than this type of stuff, of course, there's GIC. So we are moving to certs, right? So GIC is from the bank, and if you can get government bonds, that's from the government. It's very simple, right? Very simple. The only difference is government bonds are much low. See, I don't have experience with bonds, so I cannot say how much it costs in terms of interest, like how many percentage. But for GIC, which I dabble a lot, right? Fixed deposit, GIC, time deposit, whatever you call it, usually by the bank. Yeah, it's good. Especially now where I can get 5%. That's crazy. 5%. If I put 200k or 5%, that's $1 million with 1%. And $1 million with 1%, guess how much it is? $10,000. Oh wait, is it 100,000 times 10? It's $1 million. So $10,000. $10,000 per year doing nothing. Imagine that, doing nothing. Of course, if you got mortgage to pay, that's very that's not enough. But if you don't have mortgage to pay, which actually goes to some of my weird plans, like living on a boat, living on an RV, $10,000 is perfect. Perfecto. In fact, $500,000, I can probably get away with $500,000 from how I spend. If you're only considering pure survivability. Okay, that's how it is. So, to put this right, let's say it's $10,000. No, let's say $6,000. It's not half, but I use 6 because it's easier to divide $6,000, I'm getting about $500 per month, and that is enough to cover food and obviously not internet. Internet would eat up. Internet is expensive. I'm paying about $140. Yeah. Enough for food? Actually, no. Food 200. Let's say it's 300, 400. Yeah, no. I can include the internet as well. Of course, if I don't need high speed. So yeah, nope. Can cover everything except the mortgage. Okay, I'll take that back a bit. It can cover everything, including my bills and utility. That's how a big deal it is. Okay, 1% of $1 million. So all I need is 200K in the bank right now. I'm done. I work just to get assets like land, real estate. Boom, done. Unfortunately, that's a long way to go. Anyway, I'm gonna build the list. I'm probably gonna share it. No, not probably. I will share it to you. Just not today. I'm gonna edit some videos, do my game development. Should be very dummy. The power of low risk investment. The only difference is you need more capital. And discipline. A lot of discipline.
And now my love for you is so strong.